Capricorns, this is Just with your January 18th, 2020 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Capricorn, power struggles, power plays, and power struggles. It's a lot to unpack with some of you guys, particularly not even this week. I think this is going to run through this whole month for some of you. But home life for some of you, a lot going on. If your home is the hub where everyone kind of congregates and there's a lot of happenings, you will find things just happening a lot more than normal. Your house is a buzz, everything is going on, people coming in and out, and a lot of communication. It could be emails. If you have your own business, you may see it ramp up a little bit more. It kind of has ebb and flows, right? One day it's kind of quiet. The next day you're overwhelmed and overloaded with stuff. I do feel like you are still keeping things under control, but you may feel like your home, like whatever you have going on, whether it be your business, whether it be other people living in your home, whether it be a lot of in and out people in your home, you may feel like the energy is a little too concentrated in your home, and it doesn't allow for you to find peace and relaxation in the home. When you do that, it may be very late at night, and that's when you kind of go through your checks and balances of the day. Who owes me this? How successful was my day? How much of a failure was it? What do I need to do tomorrow? So it seems like there's always something going on in your mind, which doesn't allow for a lot of you to get the proper mental and obviously spiritual rest that you need. So kind of check up on your home environment and make sure that it is as peaceful as you would like it to be, because I see lack of just real rest. And you're constantly overly thinking about a particular situation, being very stimulated. And again, a lot of communication going in and out of your home is what I kind of see. So definitely try to find some peace in the home, because you're being overly stimulated there. Money for you guys this week, and again, I feel like this is going to be a kind of a monthly thing. Capricorns, it seems like at the workplace someone lost their job, right? There's some form of a lost job, income loss, some form of a loss has taken place here. And for some of you, you may be really concerned with your overall independence financially, okay? And I feel like for some of you, if you did lose your job and there was some form of a severance, there was some form of negotiation about payment, final payment, someone was like, no, we're not going to do it, or you're not going to do it. It was that lack of compromise, which has now led to someone feeling like, okay, I don't have enough. And so I definitely see a severance, an end to a situation that really at this point has become a bit problematic, and it seems like a bit of your challenge this week for some of you. Okay, now all of you, it doesn't have to be career. Some of you, your career could be just fine, but it could be in other areas. But I do see you guys struggling with some form of a loss or severance here. Now, it's very clear for some of you there is two people. It could be a number of people, but I get separate energies of someone who kind of is really pissed off or really has an axe to grind, and can't get over whatever this issue was, right? Whatever wrong that has been done them. And another person doesn't want to keep this going. So there's a lot of appeasing that's being done to no avail, because the other person is not really giving in. There's no compromise. And if it is you, Capricorn, that feels wronged and it's very hard for you to see the other person's point of view, that may be fueled, that inability to compromise may be fueled by the fact that you feel that you have support system, people are rallying behind you. Yes, they are supporting you. And whatever's wrong been done to you, something has come to light, and now it's almost like people started to see things your way. And so that fuels it even more for you. And I feel for some of you, if it's not that, then there's this art of persuasion, almost manipulation, and having your finger on the pulse and controlling the situation. And you have some kind of control over someone. But be careful, because You always want to come from a really good place. So try not to overly control someone, even in the situation if someone's done you wrong. And I completely understand if someone's done you wrong, how difficult it could be for you to just make amends and say, okay, we're fine, especially if someone's done you completely wrong. So in that, I can understand that you need your time. You need to be everything in its right time. But if it's not so severe, I do feel like opening up your emotions to accept some form of apology or meet someone halfway. Trying not to be so abrasive, so stuck on an argument or of a sticking point. Because I get a lot of harshness coming from Capricorns to an extent here. And it doesn't have to be you. It could be vice versa. So whoever is bringing that is only delaying a good outcome, right? And making things more harder than it needs to be. So I would say be a little bit careful with that. But there is going to be whatever this issue is that some of you are facing. Know that opportunities, if it's you just trying to get along, everyone's giving you a hard time, that's going to change, and it will change for the better. If it is you that's kind of not able to kind of soften a bit, then you're going to have to make those changes. You're just going to have to, because nothing really is going to come out of it favorably if you don't. So I do see that. I also see your money will increase and finances will increase for you, but it will be also a process. So you coming from this place of feeling as though money is not there, money is not where you want it to be, that's gonna change, especially if you have to pay out some things. Some of you could be from house expenses and things to do with your home and that sort of thing. And it may have left you very confused. It's like, what the hell? Like, I didn't know I spent that amount of money. Don't worry about it, because you can reconcile that. You may see as soon as before the week is out, monies do come into you, a money making idea, a way to be very resourceful. So this could be a teaching moment for those of you who have overspent, of how to be a little bit more resourceful. For others of you, it's going to be some monies coming in. And again, I do feel like if you put your resume out there, if you put yourself out there, you will see some form of communication about a job, that sort of thing. And so there's an end to one stage of your life that now springs off a different stage. So you will make a decision, and then you're going to get straight into moving forward with that decision as we get close to the end, going into the following week. Again, able to create some form of next stream of income, a job, doing something completely different, because you're leaving one thing behind for another. And for some of you Capricorn women, this could be something that's very near and dear to your heart, starting to bring something to the forefront, bringing it to life, possibly bringing it onto the platform, going live with a situation. So there's a number of things in which I do feel Capricorns is going to really start moving forward in, but it doesn't come off of the hills of some type of disappointment and something that you would prefer it not happen, right? So I would be conservative financially, but I think any Capricorns that has any money woes, you know better than I do where you need to be with your finances. Leos, Geminis are very prominent right now. So dealing with especially a Leo, could be very helpful for you at this time. This person could just rush into your life out of nowhere. This person can really help you. We'll get into love in a minute, because it could even speak to love. But I do see this person really being able to help you. Hell yeah, they're coming in fast. You guys definitely probably have a Leo. And some of you are saying, I don't want to be bothered with no Leo, because I just seen this 4 cups. So you may not want to have anything to do with Leo. But I do see someone being able to come in, and it could be an amicable, very helpful partnership with this Leo. For those of you who doesn't have anyone in your life at this time, or haven't dealt with a Leo in the past that you probably wouldn't want to deal with. Now, when it comes to love for you Capricorn singles, well, let's look at it. There's a opportunity to get reacquainted from someone from your past. And I do feel like there's news coming in about coming together, seeing each other, going out on a date. But someone is going to be a little apprehensive of that. And I do get, once again, that fire energy being very prominent. It could be any sign, doesn't have to be a particular fire sign. But I do feel someone rushing back in and almost like commanding and demanding to be with someone. And I do feel for some of you, you could very well be dealing with a Leo. absolutely dealing with a Leo. If you had a little stint with a Leo, which could have been problematic and it was a third party situation, they're coming back with a vengeance. They are coming back. And I mean, come on, don't kid yourself. You've missed them. You've wanted them. You've kept them close to your heart. They haven't left your heart too far away. And for some of you, hell, you called this person in completely. So here they come. And I do feel for some of you, you're going to make up for lost time. You may even throw caution to the wind. At one point, you wanted a ring and a house and a this and a that. And now you're just glad to have them back in your life. So something about one way of thinking in the past is going to change, I guess, for the love that you have always wanted. And for some of you, again, that could apply. It doesn't have to be a particular Leo. But I do see wanting someone badly. And now if it's you reaching out to this person and just basically busting through, expecting this person to just come back your way, they love you. You have Capricorns, is either you love, or you have someone, but there's true love here. I mean, immense love, especially if this is a woman. The woman here truly loves this man and will be with this man through thick and thin. You know, as the vows say, yeah, she will. And she has a way with this man here. She has a way with him that no other has. And I do feel that this man, you know, the male energy I'm getting here very strongly could very well be this caveman, for lack of a better description. And no offense to any men out there, but more of a caveman, more of a man's man, but very much an old school, traditional, you know your place. I'm the man. You're the woman. Very much power play, right? Very much a power player, if you will, that kind of comes in and expects things to change when he enters the room. So some of you, it could be Capricorn women here, but I do get the feminine energy is definitely dealing with a very powerhouse individual. And I do feel like, you know, for all intents and purposes, the woman will submit because there's a love here that she shares. And then also there's an opportunity that comes along with this man. He comes with a lot of power, but he comes with a lot of prestige, perhaps, or a lot of opportunity. Like he can make things happen. And so perhaps that is what brings all of this willfulness in him to believe that, yeah, you included. If he wants you, then he will have. So there's that, right? And I guess you just better get yourself ready because there's going to be a lot of late nights, if you know what I mean. And probably extremely early mornings dealing with this individual. So kudos to you, Capricorn. So, and I do feel, let me just back up a little bit, that, you know, if there's a serious matter that needs to be dealt with, because I can't ignore the Three of Swords that sits here, there's an issue that truly needs to be dealt with. And I do feel like the feminine energy almost gets lost in this relationship. And this could be for you couples too, guys. It's just on me to give this message. So you know, some of you couples could definitely identify with this. But if it is something serious where this woman, because I feel like she gets lost, I feel like she gets overpowered by this male energy. Know your powers, ladies. Know your power and use it because you have a lot of it. And know who you're dealing with because anyone can be disarmed. You just got to know what to do. And so once you learn that, use it, sharpen it, master it. And you too will be able to be on equal footing with this person because I do feel that at times you remember and you use it, but you may lose it. So use what you got to get what you want, right? And that's for anybody, right? Doesn't mean that, that makes you a bad person because you're using what you got. I mean, that's just the way of the world. So you coupled relationship Capricorns. Well, looks like some situation has in it someone, you know, cursed the person out or gave them a harsh truth. And they pretty much, you know, someone may have cut someone out at one point, but now they want to come back. And it looks like the situation, like a drastic change has come about. And now someone kind of wants to find their happiness, right, in this relationship here. and love is being offered yet again. So there could very well be a stint in your relationship if there has been any problems, you Capricorn couples. Again, it kind of goes back to singles, and I don't know if this is necessarily going to be a theme where singles and couples are mirroring each other, but the biggest theme in your love situation for you Capricorns is kind of having to put someone in their place, someone on this on again, off again is what it looks like. Having to walk away for whatever reason. For some of you, it could be third party. Others of you, it could be, your love languages are completely different. Well, they're coming back. They're coming back. But if, like I said, the biggest issue with you Capricorns is that I know last time I think I said to you guys, are you being honest? Are you being honest with yourself? Like, some of you are just letting someone control you, or some of you are just ridiculously controlling over someone, and they're losing themselves in the process. Well, there's more of this going on. And until you not just put your foot down and say, I've had it, and it's that one stint and then you're gone. No, only for the person to come back and you do this all over again. Give me a break. It's really about putting your foot down, but you don't have to make a sound to scream the loudest. Okay, so it's really just about being really serious about who you are, what you're going to accept, and crossing that line in the sand is what it looks like to me. But you guys definitely will have an opportunity to work this out and get back into good graces. And it seems like intimacy is the rule of thumb here, right? Some type of physical intimacy, someone gets off with on the other in some kind of way. And that's kind of a theme here. But nevertheless, there is a lot of love here. And some of you could be entering into business agreements together, like going into business together, making some type of very strong agreement and bond that can take you to the next level. I just feel like it may come with a consequence. I'm kind of getting that without the cards being here. It's just like an underlying feeling that I'm feeling here. So in the extended, we're going to look deeper into this love relationship, all about them for you. If you would like the details and what that entails, look at the description box. It gives you all the details of what we look at. Not just this week, but further down the line, we look at you. We also look at Capricorn singles. So if you're interested in that, click that link. If you would like something personal with me, you can click the link to my website and set something up for yourself. If you would like to share, please do so in the comment section below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Capricorn.